The podcast you're about to hear involves true stories, which may contain graphic content that is not suitable for children. Listener's discretion is advised. This is Esoteric Oddities.
Hey there.
Hey.
What's up?
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm glad we didn't start with our normal weird spiel of things.
Oh, well, we're going to do it anyway. Can we just
hit me with the weird spiel?
Wait, so I went to Walmart today because I had to get a filter for my humidifier because I'm Mariah Carey and I can't sit in a room for too long without a humidifier. And Walmart...
Walmart is interesting. Do you ever see people at Walmart?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And like I go to Walmart if I need things because it's right next to where I work. So I had to go there for work stuff this morning, and then I needed this filter from there. So I figured I would just stop there, and then I could come pick you up so we could do this. So I walk in there, and I swear all the people in there are like, let's make sure this guy knows that he made a bad decision of coming in here. Yeah. So this man is in here with an open bag of Fritos, which, you know, live your life.
Fritos smell bad.
Frito-Lay. And they weren't even the flavored kind.
Frito-Lay.
They were not.
Oh my God, like the barbecue twist?
Those ones are the best ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So Garth Brooks actually had, he like sponsored, anyway.
Really?
He had like
more.
a song on the inside that was like, because Garth Brooks is not on Spotify. For those of y'all wondering, you're trying to listen to some Garth Brooks. Yeah, he's like not
there.
Anyway, he had like a code on the inside and anyway. What I was saying was this man is eating a bag of Fritos. He's walking through the ladies section. He picks up like a nightgown. Like he doesn't pick it up, but he like holds it off the hanger and casually wipes his Frito fingers on it. And then walks away.
So he only picked up the nightgown to wipe his nasty, crummy fingers on it.
Probably.
Sir, I'm disappointed in you.
I know it wasn't going to fit him.
I'm like real disappointed.
No,
like that's nasty. Someone buys that and wears it
amongst
to bed.
Other things, I was just like, all right, you know what? I should just get my stuff and skedaddle on out of here.
Skeet. Should have went to Target.
Oh my God, the Target's way too far, especially in 5 o'clock traffic. NoThankYou.com.
Don't you have to pass it to get to?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
I would have to go on I would have to go like 2 townships over just to get to Target. Target's the shit though.
Yeah, right.
But they have the ugly sweaters because it's like, you know, wintertime and everybody loves ugly sweaters.
Walmart does or Target?
Walmart does. Okay. I'm sure Target does. Everywhere does because it's trendy. But like one of the sweaters there looked exactly like a sweater I used to have. Have you ever like looked at a picture of yourself and been like, whatever happened to that sweater? That's the moment that I had. I was like, what happened to that
sweater? So what happened to it?
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Jason probably took it, honestly. Or it's at my parents' house, vacuum packed in a basement.
Yeah, I was going to say in a bag.
I have no idea. So, hey, Sarah.
Hey, yeah.
What's our topic?
Guys, today's topic is conspiracy theories. And I just want to tell you, I am so excited for this. It's unreal. But
before we dive into it, I just want to let you guys know, if you didn't know, that 50% of the phrase conspiracy theory is the word theory. And Merriam-Webster Dictionary, the definition of the word theory is an idea or set of ideas that is intended to explain facts or events. An idea that is suggested or presented as possibly true, but is not known to be true. To be proven or to be true. And the general principles of an idea that relate to a particular subject. So again, that's just a theory because I used to make conspiracy theory videos on YouTube.
Go check them out. They're literally so informative and they're so great. I mean, his whole YouTube channel is great, but...
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
But like people get really mad at things like it's a conspiracy theory. So with that preface out of the way. I'm out of breath. Did you hear that?
I said breakfast.
We had pizza for dinner. We had to take stairs to get here. Listen. Are you good, ma'am?
My belly button ring got stuck on my belt.
I hate when that happens. I don't have a belly button ring.
Same. Oh my God, that reminded me of that scene in The Hangover where he gets his belly button pierced. Oh,
yeah. It's a cute look. I don't think I have the bod for it.
To eat his own.
So I guess with that being said, Sarah,
Let's roll. Guys. So, my theory is the reptilian theory.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Oh my god.
I've been talking about this for years. Literal years. Since me and Jonathan have lived together, I've talked about this.
Eons. All right. I'm ready
Eons.
for it.
All right. So, before I get into it, I decided to break it down. So
Go ahead and break it down for us.
what is the reptilian conspiracy theory?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us?
The reptilian conspiracy theory states reptilian-like beings are taking over the world. According to the theory, the human race has been invaded by reptilians, also known as humanoid aliens. Reptilians can shapeshift and take on human form in order to manipulate human affairs and cause chaos and create fear and hatred, negative emotions that give them strength. The reptilians are also called reptiloids, saurians,
And not Saurians.
Draconians, and
Unpronounceableonians.
yeah, basically it's Anunnaki, and are said to live beneath the surface of the earth, emerging to shapeshift and take roles in world leadership. These beings are to hold power positions to make control obtainable. 6 things about the reptilian theory you should know. Some believe reptilians evolved on Earth, left Earth after they mastered intergalactic travel, and then returned millions of years later. Others believe their home planet is in the Draco constellations, and it is said that they came to Earth 1,000 years ago and shared the Earth with people. In theory, there are 2 types of reptilians, full-bloods and crossbreds. Full-bloods are aware they are reptilian and can change form between their human exterior and true reptilian skin.
Justin Bieber.
Basically, I know you've seen that video.
Oh, I've seen it.
There's also one of Miley Cyrus.
I think. Okay. We'll talk later.
These types of reptilians can trick you into seeing their human form. So basically, they make you see them as human instead of reptilian. So they're really reptilians, but they trick your mind into thinking they're human.
So they can't, but they shapeshift, right?
These ones don't shapeshift.
Oh, they just do
They
a little
just
trickery.
are, yeah.
A little trick of the
A
sleeve.
little trickery. I like that. Trickery.
Trick or treat, bitch.
Crossbreeds believe they are human but are controlled from the lower dimension to push forward the agenda. There are also different races of
Remix!
There are also different races of reptilians. At the top, there are the Dracos, who are winged albino reptilians. Below them is a race called Reptoids, who do not have wings and have brown and green skin. These reptilians are responsible for secret government programs. Reptilians feast on humans. They prefer children over adults because the children's blood is less toxic. I'm sorry.
It's because they've made better choices.
Literally, children don't make any choices.
True.
Civilizations throughout the world also seem to worship some type of reptilian god or worshipped reptilian beings. Just to name a few, Mesoamerica had a winged serpent god called... It's funny because I literally said this and I was like, I'm going to say this right. I know what it is. Quetzalcoatl.
Mm-hmm.
Hindus had a god named Naga that was half human and half cobra. Apep was an Egyptian god of chaos and also a cobra. Reptilians may have a conniption, basically. Reptilians may have a connection with the Greys, according to a theory by James.
The Greys, like UFOs.
Like aliens.
Oh.
Reptilians may have a connection with the Greys. According to a theory by James Bishop III, reptilians actually control the Greys. There is also a theory by Stuart Swerdlow that suggests the Illuminati is ran by Dracos. Swerdlow claims he was a survivor of the Montauk Project. The Montauk Project is basically Area 51 of New England. The stories about the project's time travel experiments, use of alien technology, and research into telekinesis. In his book Blue Blood, True Blood, he claims there are 13 royal families of the Illuminati. The leader of the Illuminati is called Pindar, which is shortened from Pinnacle of the Draco and is a purebred reptile. These type of reptilians control global finance, technology and development, mind control, religion, and the media. Credo Matwa explains reptilians. I made little titles for this.
I'm so excited.
Zulu shaman Credo Matwa of South Africa confirms the story of reptilian extraterrestrials in Africa. Credo claims this is one of the many hidden chapters of the lost history of planet Earth. He says the legends referring to reptilians are common knowledge in places like Australia among the Aborigines. The cultures of Japan and Taiwan, as well as indigenous Native American people like the Mayans, Sioux, Cree, and many others. The Hopkins Kachina cult reflects their understanding of the extraterrestrials' presence on Earth.
Shook.
In an interview with Rick Martin, Credo explains the manipulation of life on Earth by these negative entities. This is a direct quote from Credo. Our people believe that we, the people of this earth, are not masters of our own lives, although we are made to think that we are. Referring to the reptilian race, he says that they are called Chitauri, which means the dictators, and the ones who tell us the law. That was also a direct quote from him. In other words, they who tell us secretly what we are to do. Credo says that when the Chitauri came to Earth, they arrived in terrible vessels which flew through the air, vessels shaped like great balls.
Why were they terrible? Were they furnished ugly?
Probably. No, I think
my God, this
he's
is so
referring
last
to
UFOs.
UFOs. UFOs. Credo says that when the Chitauri came to Earth, they arrived in terrible vessels which flew through the air, vessels shaped like great bowls, which made a terrible noise and a terrible fire in the sky.
The fuck? Why are they so terrible? Why can't they why can't they be in a pleasant little fucking UFO space saucer and have pleasant
aliens are bad,
interior?
some of them.
They're probably listening. Y'all aren't all that bad.
Oh, thanks for saving me.
You're welcome.
The Chitauri told human beings, whom they gathered together by force with whips of lightning, that they were great gods from the sky, and that from now on they would receive a number of great gifts from the gods. Reptilians quickly made themselves gods or overseers to the human living on planet Earth. Credo describes reptilians as human-like beings, but very tall, with a long tail and burning eyes. Some had 2 bright yellow eyes, some had 3 bright red eyes, with a round eye in the center of the forehead. He described Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. It's just Darth. Hey guys, you want to go shopping at the mall?
At the mall. He described Darth Maul of Star Wars. Edit that out.
Okay.
Please, I don't need to sound like
Darth Maul
Darth
of
Maul.
Star Wars.
He described Darth Maul of Star Wars to look exactly like Chitauri with horns around its head. I can't stand myself. This is also a quote from Credo. One other thing that our people say is that the Chitauri prey upon us like vultures. They raise some of us. They fill some of us with great anger and great ambition. And they make these people they've raised into great warriors who make terrible war. But in the end, the Chitauri do not allow these great leaders, these great war chiefs and kings, to die peacefully. The warrior chief is used to make as much war as possible, to kill as many of his people and those he calls enemies. And then, in the end, the warrior chief dies in a terrible death, with his blood being spilled by others. If this theory is true, it would explain the behavior of people of power such as politicians, corporate chiefs, and others.
Fucking true.
I know. It's crazy. I was shook.
It's so true.
Credo then goes on to explain reptilians took away great power humans possess, such as the power of speaking through their mind, the power of moving objects with their mind, and the power of seeing into the future and into their past.
The fuck? It's their fault that I couldn't be on That's So Ravens.
That's So Ravens.
Come on. No, That's So Ravens re-up. I was trying to be on.
I was trying to be on it.
Come on.
Yeah. They take away all your senses. I get more into that. Don't worry.
Okay.
The power to travel spiritually to different worlds. So, he's saying basically we have the power to time travel and we have the power to see into the future and see into our past and basically move things with our mind like telekinesis, but
they stopped it all.
The reptilians shut it off. And then I go more into
I'm sorry, but nobody limits me of my powers, and I'm a little pissed at y'all reptilian asses. I don't give a fuck. If you're listening and you're a reptilian, please email us at odditiespodcast@gmail.com, or you can @me ho on Twitter.
Esoteric Oddities.
ODDITA.
That brings me to conspiracy theorist David Icke.
Oh,
okay.
I was hoping. Okay.
Okay, David Icke is I got backlash for this from someone at work because he said he's not credible and he's crazy.
Okay.
But
We'll throw the C word around there. Crazy, not the other C word.
not to see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So who is David Icke? From England, Icke grew up playing football, eventually making it to the big leagues in his early adult life. After getting...
He was an announcer, wasn't he? Or he worked?
Not yet.
Oh.
After getting
but he
arthritis...
was.
Yeah.
Not yet. Okay,
Not yet.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
After getting arthritis in his knees, which ended his football career, David then took on sports broadcasting. There you go.
Okay, we made it. Thank you.
Oh.
There goes copyright.
Yeah. David found himself working for BBC Radio and Television. After getting fired from BBC, Icke found himself dabbling in politics. I just hit the dab. Don't worry, I got it covered. It was around that time that Davis... Why can't I talk?
I don't know.
It's all spit in my mouth. It was around that time David says he started to feel a presence around him, which started communicating messages to him. This led Icke down a spiritual path, which also sparked a curiosity surrounding some serious conspiracy theories. After being guided to Peru by the being, Icke experienced a massive spiritual awakening. He then made an appearance on a national television talk show in 1991 to speak of his new mindset. David believed he was being channeled to inform the world of a natural disaster that would arise. David received such ridicule and negative feedback he was often laughed at and made fun of. This made David want to be more involved in his findings. The fear of what other people think is the state of perception that stops people from making a difference. You can only make a difference in a world of uniformity if you operate outside of that uniformity. We either take that on or we don't, in which case nothing changes. We are now at this place where we can go down one track and experience freedom like we've never even understood what freedom is. We go down the other one, the one that the control structure wants, then we're headed for an Orwellian fascist global state. Alright, this is where it gets serious.
Okay.
Icke's theory is that mankind has been manipulated and made unconscious by objects such as media, politics, also food, water, and air supply. He also states pharmaceutical drugs and alcohol also play a part. The ruling class, the bankers, the royal family, the presidents, and the prime ministers have created the illusion of being separate ruling bodies when in fact they have always been on the same team. Icke believes constellations such as Orion, Sirius, and Draco. It's serious now. Icke believes, guys, I'm like really screwing up these things, so I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're doing great, sweetie.
Thanks.
The reptilians are out there listening to this like,
They're
it's
mad.
Orion. It's Orion.
Icke believes constellations such as Orion, Sirius, and Draco are what bring these beings worship. Dating back thousands of years, reptilians began breeding with humans. Reptilians use manipulation of the human coding or DNA. Icke states humans have reptilian genetics within the brain. He refers to an excerpt from the Bible which hints at the crossbreeding of men and gods. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the songs of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old men of renown. Genesis 6:4.
I wonder if people who like are born reptilians, well then are they half-breeds? If it's a reptilian and a person.
They're crossbreeds.
Do you think
Those
they
are the people
know?
that don't know they are.
Oh my God.
They have no idea. They're just being controlled by...
Do you think I'm a
reptilians.
reptilian?
No, because
Is that what triggers my
You're too woke.
anxiety?
No, you're too woke.
Or they want me to have... Do you know... Okay, we're going to...
I should have included... There was a thing and it's like how to spot a reptilian. And people that are reptilians are said to be Caucasian. Red flag.
Oh my God.
Have hazel or blue eyes.
Oh my God.
And then it said, that's me. And then it said, no, it says that they're very, they love science. You don't love science.
I like Bill Nye.
And who doesn't? And then they're also very, like emotionally inept. Like they don't care about anyone. They have no like feelings. That's not you.
That's me.
No, it's not.
Bitch, I'm a reptilian.
If someone called you tomorrow and said that like I was in the hospital and I was unconscious, you would cry.
That's
I
up
don't know
for
about
debate.
that. Yeah, okay.
But wait, before I was going to say, have you ever seen The Truman Show? It's a movie with Jim Carrey.
No, what is that?
I'm sure listeners out there, someone has seen it. It's like this guy who lives in a world where he's functioning normally as like a human being, but he doesn't know he's on a TV show. So like there's hidden cameras. Everybody in his life is like an actor, and like people on the outside world
scary.
are
I used
watching
to think
him.
my life was like that when I was little.
So the first time I ever saw that, it was my first time in acting school, and so I had to have been like 7 or 8, and I remember that moment. I like was not the same for like a week.
Not okay. Yeah.
I was like, I don't trust the person I call mom. I don't trust the person I call dad. Like, these people are actors. They're trying to like make money off of me, but I have fans out there. So I have to stay in character and just like,
you would do it for the fans.
I gotta do it for the fans, dude. Like, I have to. They're what keeps me going.
Funny.
And yeah, I remember I had that mindset for a long time. And then once I faded out of that mindset, I was like, well, what if the people were like, what if the government was like, yeah, you can do this and put this kid, John, in a show, but you have to tell him at least once in his life. You have to hint at him that his life is a show. I was like, what if that was it? What if that was my hint?
Oh my God.
I haven't seen the movie since then.
Like,
because
stressing yourself out.
Yeah, So now I've turned to bedazzling Crocs as a hobby.
The real question is, are you a reptilian?
I think I might be.
I think we have to do the test.
Okay, we should do the test. But also, when I was little, I thought my mom was a skeleton.
What? What?
I remember.
Skeletons don't have skin.
Technically, she is a skeleton, but I remember thinking, I was like, my mom's a skeleton. And it scared me. And I dropped a glass.
Else.
She like, okay. Anyway, that's just my childhood.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing.
That arises some things that should come out in therapy very soon.
I love therapy. Therapy is great.
It's very therapeutic, some would say. Is it a yeast infection?
Ooh, no, it keeps getting stuck on my belt. All right, back to David Icke. Icke states, a large majority of our brains go unused due to the reptilian race. This causes limitations with our conscious minds. Back then, reptilians were more advanced through technology using human DNA as software, creating a hybrid middleman to control the human population with the visible light spectrum. Presidents.
Or powers.
Yeah, literally. Anything.
Yeah.
At the time, half human, half reptilians were seen as demigods.
Do you remember that book that my teacher was like an alien or something? And the cover of the book I remember so vividly. It's like 2 kids outside of a school window and the teacher is like an alien. Sometimes I thought my teachers were aliens. I also didn't realize that teachers didn't sleep under their desks and they actually went home after school.
Yeah, I never knew that either. That was like a hard
I thought they just like lived there.
A hard pill for me to swallow.
I was like, so where's your stuff?
Right.
Like, what is actually in that teacher's lounge? Have you ever been in a teacher's lounge before?
No, but do you remember the movie Freaky Friday where they go through the teacher's lounge and no teacher's paying attention?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I went into the teacher's lounge.
That type of shit would get someone in trouble.
Yeah, I went into the teacher's lounge senior year of high school and I got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, see?
I just wanted to see what it was like.
Yeah, so you probably thought that they wouldn't speak to you and they didn't know you were there.
And my excuse was that I was on the yearbook committee. I was like, no, it's fine. I'm on the yearbook committee. Like,
I'm on the yearbook committee. They're probably like, why are you here?
They're like, get out of here. We're sick of you fucking kids. You drive us crazy. You're the reason I'm in therapy. Now get the hell out of the teacher's lounge.
I would hate to be a teacher.
But teachers,
I give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, I appreciate all the teachers out there.
Thanks, guys, for teaching us.
Seriously, I don't think I could be a teacher either.
So, you know the medical symbol with the 2 snakes intertwined?
Oh, Taylor Swift?
I wish you said the right thing because I don't know how to say this. Is it Caduceus?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about on the back of like ambulances.
Yeah. The common medical symbol we see today is based around this DNA manipulation. This symbol contains 2 serpents spiraling around a specter that has wings because these hybrids at the time possessed knowledge that most didn't. They were able to slip into positions of power, specifically in the ancient areas of Sumer, Babylon, and Mesopotamia, and these areas began to separate and colonize elsewhere. The reptilian bloodline spread out, becoming the royal families of the world. This is said to be why the royal family maintains their genetics.
Did you see he just got engaged?
He's a reptilian.
Mm.
I'm just kidding.
I'm a
but
reptilian too. He could have married me.
I love his, fiance.
I married me.
I love his, fiance.
Yeah.
Very much. I hope she's not one.
I really
hope. I know. I hate it. Similarly, the ancient Chinese emperors believed they had the divine right to rule because they were connected to the serpent gods. Ike says there is a common theme between royalty and serpent worship around the world. This can be seen in early images of ancient cultures such as the Hindus, Cambodians, Greeks, Nordics, Africans, Native Americans, Koreans, and Australians.
They all have seen reptilians.
They all worship some type of serpent god.
Oh, well, okay.
But this is like back then, like
right before Taylor Swift.
Exactly. Over time, these bloodlines created a sort of transnational web of control, and as history progressed, they rooted themselves deeper and deeper into the systems and structures that were developed by man. Today, they make up secret societies, Illuminati, which pull the strings in regard to the direction that the society follows. They have created
that look. I wasn't even looking at you, and I saw that look.
They have created the ultimate prison, one without bars, with the illusion of freedom, keeping the masses from wanting to escape. They have created illusion lines separating countries to cause segregation among the people who are ignorant to the truth. They have created massive distractions with media, politics, and entertainment. The goal for these hybrids? New World Order.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget, Lady Gaga said, she had like a really good speech.
I feel like she's also one.
She could be, but she was talking about how like hate wants to evil wants to divide.
Yeah.
So she we get split up and we butt heads.
Yeah, we make war. And it says that type of thing, I think I go into it in this next part. That type of thing feeds these reptilians.
Absolutely.
It gives them power, and that's what they want. We're giving them exactly what they want.
It either gives them, well, in turn, it gives them power, but it's also making us weaker because we can't unite as like one. And like
we can't break out of that shit.
Wars are not always like,
yeah, like the
camouflage
guns.
clothes with. Like, we got plenty of wars going on in America.
For real. It's really sad.
Wake up.
Please.
Wake me up inside. Oh, copyright, sorry.
Wait, so we could sing, but as long as we say copyright, it's okay?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's
What if that's the way that it works?
I wish. I almost went crazy and sing. Literally, I sing all the time. I literally almost went crazy and sang every single song that's popped into my head throughout this entire
we would
thing.
lose all of our listeners.
No, we wouldn't.
We sure as hell wouldn't gain any.
Guys, if you don't want me to sing on the podcast, email us.
Please don't. We don't have the server space.
That's fucked up.
That's fricked.
Ike's moon matrix theory. Ike believes that many of our frequencies are closed off due to reptilians. They treat our minds like a firewall on a PC. This firewall/transmission comes from the moon, and it blocks certain abilities that are embedded in our physical bodies, but unknown to us. Ike believes that the moon is an interdimensional, under-density portal for entities and energies from other dimensions.
Well, have you ever been to the moon?
No.
So it could be.
He believes that aliens use the moon as a home base for hijacking signals from the universe so that our bodily forms that are experiencing this virtual reality on Earth can't fully experience what our Creator meant for it to be. These aliens are the same reptilian shapeshifters that Ike claims are responsible for the suffering on our planet. Reptilians want to filter anything beyond our five senses so that it manipulates what kind of world we can experience.
That's true. I feel like the power of the mind is very...
It's so beyond what we know, and it's crazy.
It's like the movie Lucy, I think it's... Yeah, Lucy with Scarlett Johansson. That's Scarlett Johansson, right? I think she like takes a pill and it unlocks like...
Oh, right,
because you know how we only really use 2% of our brain.
Yeah, and literally there's
and it like unlocks it, and she... At one point, she like goes back in time with like the dinosaurs or something.
Yeah, I'm saying time travel. We're supposed to be allowed to do that. That's what he said.
What if that's the government hinting at us that Justin Bieber's a reptilian? I don't care. I'd still hit it.
I don't want any of that near me or in me.
I would take that half-breed full pipe. Oh my God. Sorry.
Can't. No. Imagine how toxic that would be to your energy and like your aura and all of that. I'm good.
Oral?
Keep that toxic shit away from me. I'm not here for the disrespect. Okay. Keeping us locked into these 5 senses keeps us at a lower density experience. This experience includes things like division, trauma, emotional trauma, and conflict, all of which is created by our corrupt world. The higher frequencies of experience are ones of harmony and understanding how we are all connected. Golden ages of time, and this is when the various mysteries were created.
Why can't we all just get along?
Because reptilians. These megaliths, such as the Great Pyramids of Giza,
Okay.
or the Punku stones, are all expressions of our ancient cultures wanted us to be aware of. It is said that the connection between moon and earth is crystalline. Since there are quartz crystals all over the planet, they convert waveforms to a frequency. The crystals in the earth serve as a receiver/transmitter, sort of like a rebroadcaster of signals. The moon has hacked that connection and transmits its own message to us, which our DNA picks up. Our DNA is like an antenna. It is used to manipulate our senses and emotions. Our bodies, the antennas, must be tuned into this moon frequency so they keep us in low frequency vibrations through the food we eat, pollution, vaccines, music, images, and films.
I'm pissed.
Yep. All the stuff we love, it's toxic.
Oh, of course it is.
Right.
Does it say anything on there about Captain and Coke?
No, you're good.
Oh, cool. Well, Coca-Cola is probably not.
I mean, it said up above, if you were listening, that alcohol is also...
Just take everything.
Honestly...
What about that good Kush?
I didn't say anything about that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love that.
Oh, hell yeah. Maybe that's why when everybody smokes and they start being like, yo, it's like the man. And like, you know.
Yeah, like great, except people get paranoid.
Yeah. I've heard of them.
Ike's belief is that reptilians feed off these low-density energies that we emit when we experience negative things such as fear, disaster, war, violence, etc. When our bodies experience these things, we emit an energy that sits in a certain frequency range in which these reptilian shapeshifters may feed off of. They use this as a form of sustenance to shapeshift into more human forms so they can directly come to our planet and manipulate us for the time being. The reptilians have also created a hybrid bloodline, what we know as the Illuminati, who have mostly human attributes that can do the reptilians' bidding here on Earth. They have been duped with a slightly different bodily composition that allows them to be more directly manipulated than the entire human race. And that is the reptilian theory, everyone.
Shook. It just ended so abruptly. I was like, I need more.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Well, if you really think about it, it's not that crazy of an idea.
It's not. And I was really skeptical on doing this because
people are going to be like, get your tinfoil hat. You know what? I got my tinfoil hat on and it looks cute as hell.
But then doing all the research that I did for this, I was like, no, this is like.
It's real. It's factual. Wake up, America.
I'm saying did you ever hear of that movie, The V?
Yes. Oh my God. You know it's so weird.
ABC redid that.
Listen. So
and it's reptilians.
So the first time I ever heard of it, I was sleeping over at my cousin's house, and I woke up the next day, and there was this weird show on TV that was like old as hell. It was like from the 80s or maybe before that.
Right.
And we were like, "What the hell are we watching?" We looked it up, and it was V. And that day,
The V. I hate myself.
I think it might have been The V.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was just
The
V.
V. I don't know. The V.
I don't know. But that night was when that show was coming out, or the movie or something. No, it was the show. They redid the show, right?
Well, yeah, they redid it on ABC, and so basically it's about these human beings. They're actually reptiles, and they want to do like a new world order. And on the pamphlet of the movie, it says like something about.
It better be a pamphlet.
I know. I read a YouTube thing on it. And that's why I said pamphlet, because the guy called it a pamphlet. He's
old. He needs to log off.
And it said something along the lines of basically like a new world.
That's what they're trying to do. A new world.
And I was thinking like, okay, ABC could be feeding off this theory of reptilians to make money, or it could be true and they wouldn't suspect that anyone thinks it's true, so they made a show on it.
Either way you flip it, it works.
Right.
But that's crazy to think about crystals and the moon, because crystals do have like vibrations.
I know.
They work off of things.
Right.
And there are people who don't believe that, but
I'm a firm believer.
I'm a sperm believer.
Hey.
So what do you think?
I don't know. I've literally believed in this for years.
I know. What was the first time you ever talked to me about this? You were like, why do you think we get a new president every 4 years? They have to build one, duh.
Oh my God, I was going in.
You were dead ass.
I was going in. And then remember your friend jumped in and she was like, yeah, reptilians. And I was
Who?
like, yeah, Tiff.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tiff, if you're listening.
Hey, girl.
Reptilians are crazy. I'm looking at a picture of an artist's conception of a reptilian next to a man. First off, the man's naked and he got a little wee-wee, but the reptilian is like pretty huge.
Yeah, those are
Oh, it doesn't say what kind of reptilian. It just says reptilian. Wait, okay, let's talk Justin Bieber.
Yeah, did you see that video?
Yeah, you had a better explanation about it back when it happens, and I can form if you get what I'm saying.
So basically, I think he was at a photo shoot.
No, it was when he got arrested.
Yeah.
Because you were saying that he was like all out of whack, so his like form couldn't keep its human form because he was standing in court. Y'all should look it up. Justin Bieber reptilian.
And then
Miley Cyrus.
There's a video of her eyes go like that stripe.
Yeah, like a reptile stripe thing.
And then there's another of supposedly, allegedly, a guy like chains form in front of the camera.
Oh my God,
this
I'm
is all
shook.
on YouTube. This is why I couldn't sleep last night.
I just figured it out. I'm a reptilian. My skin is really dry.
Bye. Go put some lotion on. I don't think you're a reptilian, and if you are, we can't be friends.
Why not?
We need to figure it out.
Come on.
Because they're not good people, and I'm not friends with not good people.
But you know I'm a good person. I just don't know I'm a bad person.
Wait.
Exactly. Illuminati confirmed, bitches. Well, that makes sense because think about it. If like Justin Bieber was a reptilian.
It's just basically all the people I feel like in the music industry, you know that whole theory.
In the movies.
Yeah. And
the presidents. What if everybody's a reptilian but you? What if I'm a reptilian, Jason's a reptilian, your parents are reptilians? What if they're not really your parents?
That's scary.
What if you got beamed to this planet
and
we're all reptilians?
To help it. And I'm like supposed to be the one that's like saving the world and I'm not doing my job.
What are you doing sitting here in this studio? You need to be out there helping.
I'm telling people about this.
I guess.
I'm informing. Now everyone needs to listen to me and we need to form a group. I didn't say cult. I said a group. And we need to just be happy and love everyone and not feed into negative emotions and then they can't have any control over us.
Does that work?
I feel like it's honestly so far gone.
We're going to start a Facebook group.
It's only a matter of time before the New World Order comes to play. We're already halfway there. We're
going to start a Facebook group if you would like to be in our cult.
I know I can't say this, but I'm going to beep it out. You know that beep beep is a reptilian.
Oh, duh.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
I was literally, I read so many things and I couldn't name drop and I was pissed.
Well, you've already said too much. And this is being published on Apple, which is probably run by reptilians. Oh, shit.
That's true. It definitely is. Steve Jobs. Reptilian. He was a great man, though.
Or was he a great reptile?
He was definitely a great reptile. Rest in peace, reptile. Well,
he was a great businessman. He was very smart. I don't think he was a great man, per se.
Yeah, no. One time when I was in school, I was in, I think it was my computer class. And we were watching that Steve Jobs movie, the old one though. It was like about his start and whatever.
Silicon Valley?
Yeah, and they were tripping on acid, and everyone in the room, I was like in a grade below me, not like, so everyone in the class was a grade below me.
Okay.
Because I just took computer class because it was easy. And no one knew what the fuck was going on. And I was laughing, and everyone was like, what
is acid?
The teacher was like, she was looking at me. I was like, can I tell them? She's like, yeah. And I was like, he's tripping on acid.
Can I tell them?
Like, what? I literally will remember that to the day I croak.
You better just croak.
You know?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
My computer shut off.
Oh.
Hey guys, my computer just shut off, so
They know.
They know. Also, when I was doing this research yesterday, my phone was glitching, the camera stopped working, and a lot of weird things were happening. And I texted Jonathan, and he said it was the government.
And there we have it. That is proof. That's all you need to know.
The proof is in the pudding.
Where does that even come from?
I don't know. So, some characteristics of reptilians are green or hazel eyes. I said that before.
Triggered.
That can change.
Stop.
To blue
Mine.
eyes.
I have mine are like yellow around the outside. Wait, come look at my eyes.
No. Nope. Mm-mm.
Don't look at my pores, but look at my eyes.
Right here. True red or reddish hair. You have
Stop.
a red beard.
Oh my god.
Low blood pressure.
I'm anemic.
Keen sight or hearing.
I can't see shit.
ESP.
I have ESPN zone.
Piercing eyes.
I have pierced ears.
A sense of not belonging to the human race.
That is me, though.
I know. That's what it sounded like that. Deep compassion for fate of mankind.
Sure.
Psychic abilities.
Unexplained
scars on the body.
On my back.
UFO connections.
I lost their numbers, but we met at a party and we said we would keep in touch.
Capability to disrupt electrical appliances.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. I know I told you this. It's like one of my weird superpowers is I can walk into a house and I know exactly how many televisions are on. I told you that before because you're like, that's fucking weird, and I thought everybody could do it. Like if I walk into a house, I can tell how many TVs are on.
Yeah, because you could hear them.
No. Like
how many TVs are on right now? One. The one upstairs.
Well, like, you know when you turn off a TV but it's not off, like if you turn off a cable box but the TV's still on, I can tell like how many are like that. Like when I was younger, we would be like about to go out, and it was when our TV used to, like, we would watch TV through our VCR. I don't really know how to explain it, but like it would still be on, and I could tell that it was on like as we're walking out the door, even though like I'm not in the room and there's no sound and the screen is completely black. Like I'm not looking at a screen that's like black but lit up, but I can tell. I don't know. I wish I had a better superpower than that. I wish I could talk to shrimp or something. Or...
Talk to shrimp.
Yeah, they got so much to say.
Do you love space and science?
I love space. Science fascinates me, but like sometimes... Well, you know what? Science was my favorite class in school, so I'm definitely a reptilian.
Okay, do you have alien contacts?
I already told you that. We lost contact. I got a new phone.
I hate you so much.
Girl, you gotta talk into the microphone.
I hate you so much.
What else? I need to know.
Okay.
Okay, Sarah.
I'm scared.
This would be a perfect time to do this.
Yeah.
Are you logged on Facebook?
Yeah.
I'm gonna message you a link.
Okay. Are you gonna take the quiz?
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Sarah and I are going to take a BuzzFeed quiz that says, "Are you a reptilian?" We're going to put it, I'll make it the first link in the show notes if you want to take it and find out if you too are a reptilian. I'll read the top part of it and then we can go through it one by one. So it says, "Are you a reptilian?" Ever since amazing people like David Icke opened everybody's eyes and showed us the truth about the reptilian race and how they ruthlessly roam the earth and take over our governments, we've all asked ourselves the same question. What if me, little John, sitting in my little chair in my basement with my friends, what if I am a reptilian? What if I just haven't come out of the closet yet?
You guys think this is a joke, but he will deadass go into existential research if he's a reptilian or not.
You know that when we leave here, I'm going to be like, LOL, that was funny.
Like,
and then I'm going to be like, bitch, I'm going to be texting my mom. I'll be like, what? Ancestry.com, who, bitch?
Stop. They say that you could trace your bloodline, and if you have a bloodline traced back to like England or something like that.
Then you're a reptilian.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It says that you could like find out.
You know, do you realize what you just said?
Yeah.
You said if you have a bloodline that traces back to England, you can be a reptilian.
Yeah, that's
literally almost all of us.
Okay.
Remember that the English people came over here and
Thanks
fucked
for
up the
lesson.
Native Americans. They fucked them up.
They sure did.
How will my parents react? Well, my parents probably already know. Blah, 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 blah,
No,
blah. Okay.
they probably don't know either.
Ready? Which of the following celebrities do you like best?
You already know who I'm going to pick.
Some of these people may not have that much talent, so how the hell did they get famous in the first place,
Red
right?
guy. Who's this?
Not to mention the amount of conspiracy theories going around about some of these. So these are the choices. We've Beyonce, Kanye West, B.O.B.,
B.O.B. who thinks the world is flat.
Angelina Jolie, Avril Lavigne, Red Guy, which is the red mop guy from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
What is that?
Oh, I'll show you later.
Is it scary?
No, it's a children-friendly show.
You're lying.
Sure am. Aaron Paul or some Ortega guy.
I really want to say Kanye West.
I'm going to say Beyonce. Okay. You go ahead and read the next question.
All right. Are you a reptilian? Be honest on this one. No, I have been a human my whole life. No, I've never shown traits of being reptilian. Yes, of course. Well, I'm taking this quiz to find out since WebMD hasn't got this particular issue covered yet.
I bet you they do. That's funny. Okay. Have you ever changed back into a lizard-like form only to go back into your human body? Be honest here too. No, that's never happened to me. Not that I can remember. Only when I'm trying to air out my scales and I think nobody's looking. Or yes, I have. I'm gonna say not that I can remember.
I really wish I could name drop because I have so much information surrounding like people, but I can't.
Don't do it.
I'm not.
Okay, so go ahead.
I think I did that one. Who would you vote for in the 2016 U.S. election? I know it's private, but please answer. I won't tell anyone. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Ted Bundy, red guy.
Jesus.
Red. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the red guy.
I love it.
Ted Bundy, though.
All right. So it is a picture of David Icke.
Has this guy revealed your secret?
Yep. When will my reflection show who I am inside? Is that a football player? Pig. Honestly, don't know who that is. No, I don't share my secrets with this guy.
I'm gonna go with the Mulan reference. When will my reflection show?
Yeah, you're gonna be labeled as a reptilian.
I'm sorry, that's like a deep-rooted identity crisis type thing, and I can't help my answer. Okay. All right, so which of these religions is your favorite?
Yikes.
Religion is a useless product to suffocate naive people with bullshit.
Yikes.
Islam, Nazism. I'm an athlete. Who made this quiz?
Let's look it up.
I think we asked for it when we came into here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm an athlete because I like
this person obviously doesn't believe reptilians are real.
I'm going to say I'm an athlete because I like to play with balls.
It's Macney C. That's who made it. Final question. Are you a reptilian? Be honest this time. I regret taking this quiz. Yes, I just took this so I could see how uninformed people are. Yes, I am. I know you are, but what am I? No, I am not a reptilian.
I'm going to say I regret taking this quiz because this is stirp it.
Stirp it.
Just kidding. That wasn't the last question. Do you take selfies?
Oh my God.
If you do, please click the answer which represents the amount of selfies you take monthly. No, never. Only with my best friends. Yes, 20 selfies monthly. Yes, 5 selfies monthly. Yes, 300 selfies monthly. Nah, I don't see the point in those. I'm going to say, yeah, 20.
What did you get?
I want to know how many selfies you said you took. And then I'm going to tell you you're lying.
I think I said I took 20.
You take 300.
And then I don't post any of them.
Snapchat included. You definitely take 300, if not more.
No, I don't, not anymore because my front camera is cracked. I've been on a selfie hiatus. Now I make people take pictures of me so I look important.
I'm important, bitch. I'm important.
Copyright.
You are, in fact, not reptilian.
That's what I got.
I'm honestly disappointed in you.
However, I think it's too early to give up on you. Maybe you're a member of another alien race trying to overpower humans. In which case, good for you.
I feel duped.
Derp.
So instead of making this episode extremely long, I think I'm going to come at you in the next episode with my conspiracy theory.
Hey!
Sarah, do you have a fun fact? No fun fact? Okay, so my fun fact is when hippos are upset, their sweat turns red. Well, hippos and I have that in common.
I almost did that last time.
Oh.
President Coolidge started the National Christmas Tree Lighting Ceremony on the White House lawn in 1923. Teddy Roosevelt banned the Christmas tree from the White House for environmental reasons.
For environmental reasons. Well, you heard it here first. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Thanks, guys.
I hope you're enlightened, and I hope you sleep with the light on because you might know a little too much.
Yeah, seriously. I'm going to sleep with the light on because...
For the rest of your life.
I'm not okay.
Well, if you guys are listening to us on iTunes, we would greatly appreciate a rating. Thank you to the ratings on Facebook. I didn't even know Facebook did ratings, but we've got a couple on there. So shout out to you lovely people who did that. Follow us on Facebook. Join our Facebook page. Follow our Facebook page, whatever the hell you want to call it. Facebook.com/Esoteric Oddities. We post fun articles, fun pictures, things of that nature. If you have an idea for a topic or you want to chime in on this conversation, because, I like to...
It's very conversational.
Controversial.
Oh.
Is that the word you were looking for?
I don't know. Probably.
Okay. Well, you can go ahead and email us at odditiespodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram and all that fun stuff. And thank you to our Patreon supporters. We could not do it without you. Thanks, you
guys,
for listening. And delete your internet history.
Yeah, for real.
Bye.
Let's do it. Bye.
Don't tell them what to do.